What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. This is a lot of fun, I gotta say. Like, I've been doing this thing for a little bit over a year and a half. As you guys have been following the channel, those of you who have know that I started with pop country, Nashville stuff. And I still like some of it. I don't like pop music, but I mean stuff with heart. I don't mind a repetitive drum beat, which is sort of like a staple of Nashville country. I don't know if they call it a click track or whatever, but the equivalent thereof. But you guys turned me on a few months into the channel. You're like, you got to check out Waylon, and you got to check, all the different artists. I'm like, all right, I'll check them out. And I started to really get into them. And I take more of a philosophical approach to pretty much everything in life. Like, you could try to find the meaning, that's what I try to do. The meaning behind what does it mean, analyze the situation and figure out what it means. And country music, just as far as I go anyway, it's not right or wrong, it just is. It's got the heart, it's got the stories, it's got the thought, it's got the twist of a phrase. To me, it really is the intelligent person's music. And I don't mean that like only smart people like country music, because there's a lot of really dumb people who like it. And there are smart people who like rap, whatever. But just to me, as far as the lyrics go and the way phrases are turned, there's so much brilliance in it. But that said, I'm doing one of the masters of country music, George Jones. It's like impossible to stay away from George Jones. Just is. I mean, I've probably done 8 or 10 of his songs. And this one is Where Grass Won't Grow. I don't know this song. And those of you who are new to the channel will know. You're seeing somebody turn on to country music, like traditional sounding country music. Some of it's more contemporary, like Tyler Childers or Jason Isbell, but it's country, traditional, hardcore, non-pop country. You're seeing somebody turn on to a lot of this music on camera. I'm truly new to a lot of it, but I'm not as new as I was a year ago when I started covering it. So anyway, let's do this. This is from 1994, 25 years ago, and this was requested by Linda Nicholson. So Linda, thank you. If anybody else requested it, I'm sorry I failed to give you a shout out, but my lists are so long now, it's just a lot more time consuming to go through them. Here we go. George Jones, Where Grass Won't Grow.
The dirt was clay and was the color of the blood in me. A 12-acre farm on a ridge in South Tennessee. We left our sweat all over that land behind a mule we watched grow old, row after row, trying to grow corn and cotton on ground so poor that grass won't grow.
That's a hard life.
There was one old store in the holler we all called town. It belonged to a gentle old man named Henry Brown.
I gotta interrupt. I'm a Jersey boy, right? So, and I've spent a lot of time in the South, and my friends, Rebecca in particular in South Carolina, and my friend Eddie in North Carolina, in Weaverville, refer to the holler. How big is a holler? I just sort of pictured it as being George just referred to this town. There's like one store in the holler. And I'm like, okay, I didn't realize it worked that way. So how big is a holler? Thanks.
He gave us credit in the winter time so we could live through the cold when the winds brought snow. Trying to grow corn and cotton on ground so poor that grass won't grow.
Quite an image.
The one I loved walked through those fields with me. A hard-working woman, true as one could be. But then one year death was going round and swiftly took its toll. Janie had to go.
Oh, man.
Now she lies asleep underground, so poor that grass won't grow.
That would have been a hard grave to dig.
As I stand here looking over this part of Tennessee, the fields are bare as far as the eye can see. And over the grave where Janie lies, there's a beautiful sight to behold. And no one knows why there's flowers growing on ground so poor that grass won't grow.
That was beautiful. I didn't see that ending coming. And it's, of course, open to interpretation, as well-written songs usually are. But there's a flower in the end there. And is that, the flower that's growing, because she's buried there? But, when I think about it, I get reflective at times on a lot of things, and sometimes it's a mood thing. But when seriously, going back to what I said initially about country music, sometimes things are just the opposite of what they appear. Because I know what I used to think about traditional country music or country in general, that it's just hee-haw or whatever. And we tend to criticize what we don't know. I think it's more common to criticize what we don't know. Sometimes we criticize what we do know, and rightly so, sometimes not, sometimes wrongly so. But honestly, just what happened there in the end of the song, part of the intelligence of country music, and not just the lyrics and the way they're told, but that there's time to let the lyrics germinate, to feel it, to grow within the song itself, not just in the songwriting process that could take years prior to going to the studio, but just, you're not trying to jam so much into a song. And sometimes that patience is what allows the brilliance to happen. You're not rushed to come up with some kind of meaning. You get to feel it. And this song does that. Man, I don't even know if I want to rate that song, because I normally rate songs, but sometimes I just feel it's just not right to do. But I'll rate this song. I mean, it was an experience, and I love the experience. Sometimes I'm rating the experience, but it just speaks a hard life that some people live, and that's why I'm hesitant to rate that, because I feel that deeply when I just see people or think about people suffering like that. But I'm going to go with an 8.7. It was really a simple song instrumentally, but lyrically it takes guts just to talk kind of bluesy through a song. But in the end, there was a flower growing in one spot, and you're like, oh, man. Thank you for ending the song on an up note, but it's still sad with a pretty flower on top of it, So that's it. All right, Linda Nicholson, thank you for that. Anybody else who requested this, thank you as well, because I do feel what you request, even if I don't remember it all. So that's it. All right, guys, George Jones, Where Grass Won't Grow, and what I say, 8.7. And that's it. All right, I'll see you on another video, guys. Have a great day. Keep rocking the country, like my hat says. Have a good day.